Represent Radio 107.3 FM. I'm joined in the studio by a very, very, very special guest. We got SiR in the building.
How you doing?
Hi, SiR.
How are you?
Inglewood SiR.
That's right.
Guess how I found out about Inglewood one day?
How?
The Wood, by watching the film The Wood.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
didn't have
one of
a
my
clue
favorite movies
what it was
ever.
about, is it?
Yeah, they filmed
It
a
was
lot
one
of
of
that
my
stuff in the
favorites.
neighborhood I grew up in, so
Yeah.
it's definitely something to
It's such
to
a funny
watch.
film.
Yeah. It is. It's hilarious.
It's so dumb. Like, it's the bit where he's dancing and
Oh,
his mum and brother walks in.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. So you're in the building. You've been in London for how long?
2 days.
How's it been?
It's been lovely.
Yeah,
we
you
did
just
our show yesterday. It was, oh my God, amazing.
Yeah?
Amazing. That was like, it feels like that was my first show. We did a small show before, but nothing compared to that. That was madness. It was lovely.
everyone that said that went, I know, enjoyed it. A lot of people from Reprezent went,
Yeah.
and they proper enjoyed the show. Yeah,
Tight. That's cool, man.
but it's only right. We knew it was gonna happen, isn't it? How's your How's your European leg going?
It's done.
Well,
It's been wonderful. Yeah, we
You've
started
been on one leg.
I've been on one leg the whole time. We started in Berlin. We did 2 shows in Amsterdam the same day, which is something I've never done.
Yeah,
That was an experience. And then Paris, which was cool. Paris was really cool. But then London just like took the cake, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you how the London differ. But
Ah, man, London, I tell people all the time, when I started doing music, the first couple of cats that reached out to help me to build my ideas out were from London.
yeah,
And, ever since then, I've always had a respect for the culture and for what you guys bring to just the music world in general.
yeah.
And it's like we're, kindred spirits.
It's true, it's very true.
I feel like I wasn't supposed to be born in my section of the world sometimes. Maybe I was supposed to be born in London. Maybe
Just
maybe
get a
I'm
little
really from
spot out
Peckham or
here.
something like that.
Do you think?
Yeah, probably.
I reckon you'll be from South as well.
Yeah?
But I think you should get a little spot, come
Mhm.
over when it's not too cold,
Yeah,
and then just chill.
that would be nice. That
It'd be
would
good,
be
innit?
nice if I ever had free time, but I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to talk about your NPR Tiny Desk.
Mhm.
How was that?
It was fun, man. It
Yeah?
was an experience. I'm glad we did it. I almost didn't go, man. It was a tough week for me and my
Yeah.
family. But I had a lot of love with me. My mom pulled up and sang background.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I watched it the other day. I try not to watch those type of things, you know what I mean? I just let them be. But I watched it the other day, and just looking at her face, man, it made
You know
it
what?
brought tears to my eyes.
When I was watching it, I was like, I'm sure that woman must be related to him because she's
Yeah.
looking at him like with so much love.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's so good to see that your mum was there. It's wicked.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. And my brother was standing right next to her. It was
Mhm.
just too much, man. It was just a great experience. And I had been waiting for the Tiny Desk forever.
Yeah.
I was waiting for them to call us and just tell us, like, we're ready. And finally, we got the call probably like 2 weeks before that. And
Yeah.
we were definitely ready to go before they even gave us the go. So that was fun, man. And we chose the right songs. I feel like that was the trick. We didn't want to do, the wrong music. We wanted
Yeah.
it to be the songs that would have the biggest impact.
Of
and
course.
it worked out for
Yes,
sure.
It was good.
Yeah.
I do want to talk about D Smoke. So D
Let's
Smoke's
talk
your big
about
brother,
it.
right?
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Wow.
Shout out to D Smoke. What's happening, Smokey?
So he just dropped his album Black Habits,
Mhm.
which is amazing,
Thank you.
by the way.
Thank you.
What was your house like growing up?
Oh man, very competitive.
I can
I'm the
imagine.
youngest of 4 boys, and I got a whole bunch of uncles and stuff that were always around when we
Yeah.
were growing up. So we used to do a lot of like boy stuff. Like we would box each other every day. We had boxing gloves. That's how we solved arguments if we
Just
didn't get
start
along.
fighting.
Oh yeah.
It's lit.
And then after a while, we wouldn't even say anything. As soon as we started arguing, we'd be like, "Yeah, okay, getting the gloves in, let's figure it out." You know what I mean?
Have
So.
no other way.
Nah, but it was definitely a lot of music and a lot of love, man. Both my parents were just, they did a lot of sacrificing for us, you know what I mean? So we had everything we needed and more growing up, man. And it was just a blessing, man. And I definitely look back at how I grew up. And, of course, as a kid, we're never really as appreciative, of the stuff that they give
course,
us
yeah.
as we are when we're an adult. But looking back, man, I was definitely more blessed than I could ever imagine, man. So
Yeah.
my house was always filled with love and joy and music and laughter. And
Did you ever take any singing lessons, or was you just a natural singer because of your household being like that?
I'm not even like a singer in my house.
No?
Well, now I guess I
Compared to
am.
everyone else then, I
Yeah,
guess.
man. My older brother, he's like a real singer, Davion, man, and he writes too, and he makes music, and his stuff is like, he's one of my favorite artists,
Yeah.
you know. And when we grew up, he was always the one that would sing in competitions, and they would fly. He flew to Atlanta a few times to like do like AXO competitions and stuff
Wow.
like that. And I just played basketball. That's all I did when I was growing up. I really hated music because my mother did music and all my family did music, and it just wasn't my passion back then. But
Yeah.
in my 20s, I kind of, stepped back into it and found my own way. And I think that's important for anybody. You don't want to just do things because everyone's doing it. You got to find your own purpose and passion. So, I'm definitely blessed to be in a family of musicians, man. And I don't really look at it like, I'm a singer. I'm just a guy that grew up in a musical family.
Yeah.
I'm still not a singer in my head. I'm just
I'm
a musician for sure.
Well, you definitely are a musician, but you're totally a singer. But
I guess so. I guess. I'll take your word for it.
You definitely are. No, I can imagine your house being very much like that. Must have been really fun.
Yeah, it definitely was.
And I don't think a lot of people know, but Tiffany Goucher is your cousin, right?
That's my first cousin for sure.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
She's amazing.
She's fucking amazing. Can
Listen,
I curse?
You can't, but we can cut that out.
Okay,
it's fine.
good. She got me on the edit. Cool.
But literally, I'm just imagining like what Christmas was like or something like that.
Oh man, so we do Thanksgiving at Tiffany's dad's house.
Okay.
All the time, every year for the last 12 years. And one of the things that we do that we all we love it, but we hate it at the same time because it takes so long to get through everybody. But we all go around and we say one thing that we are thankful for the year.
Yeah.
And Tiffany and me are we're super cllose because we're the closest in age out of our cousins.
Okay.
And that's my road dog, man. Yeah, but
great.
those times are always good because as adults, we all just kind of step away and go smoke our weed and come back in the house all faded, eyes low. And our
Just
parents know what's
chilling in
going
it.
on. They know what's going on, though. It's no secret. It's not like we're trying to hide anything, but, like me and Tiffany, we spend a lot of time together, right after I graduated from high school, we'd take them to school, when she was still at Hamilton. And that's my friend, man.
Yeah.
Past all the music stuff. And I tell people all the time, I don't care about this like that. It's not as important as my family is to me, you know what I mean? So me and Tiffany could not do music together for the rest of our lives. We'll still be the best of friends, but we're definitely going to do music together.
Please.
As soon as I get back home, me and Tiffany going to get up, man. And I hope she hears this because we've been talking about it, but I've been so caught up with my own bull that, I haven't had time to really respond like I should. But I hit her the other day yo, we're going to get up. Me, you, and Iman are going to get up and get some work done for sure.
It has to happen.
Yeah, for sure.
Has to happen.
Yeah, it's going to happen. I got you.
Yeah?
I promise.
All right, cool. As long as you promise, innit?
Yep.
I know that a lot of people probably found out about your music through SoundCloud back in the day.
Yep.
I know that TDE found out about your music through SoundCloud as well.
That's right, yeah.
Are you a SoundCloud native then?
For sure, sure. Even one of the cats from London that I fuck with, cursed again. But his name is Saxon Warman, and I found Saxon on SoundCloud, and me and him are still the best of friends. He took care of me when I was out here the first time, took me to some interesting spots to get some food.
Yeah.
We got drunk together, we smoked together, you know what I mean? And we had worked together for about 3 years before I actually met Saxon.
Yeah.
He'd never been to the States. You know what I mean? He's a local boy for sure. But, music is, it connects people from all different, cultures and backgrounds and things like that. And that's what I love about it most.
It's true.
And SoundCloud is a place where everybody goes and eats, man. Oh, man, there's so much good stuff on SoundCloud. And that just goes to show you how unbalanced the music industry can be at times. Everybody that's in the forefront, they're amazing artists and musicians, but there are so many other people and so many other layers of music and musicians that get overlooked. I
think SoundCloud's that place where they can just be
exactly
them and not have to care about the numbers and stuff. They just literally just, all right, cool, I'm going to put this out here because this is me.
Exactly.
And it's a special place.
Yeah, that's why I love SoundCloud so much, because it gave me an opportunity to just be myself, you know what I mean? Instead of me trying to chase the American, hoopla.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
What is it like to be signed to TDE? I think all the best artists in the industry right now are right there.
It's tough. It's tough. It's compared, but it just reminds me of my household. It's family oriented. Everybody's cool. Everybody's honest. Honesty is important.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You know what I mean? There's no bull, you know what I mean? And it's competitive. Everybody's working towards being the best version of themselves at all times. So I have no choice but to up the ante every time I get in the studio or try to come out with a new project.
Yeah.
And the one thing I love the most is we don't rush. We don't, put albums out because it's timing, or, we do things according to the feel, and
it's quality, isn't it?
It has to be quality.
Yeah.
It has to be quality, man. And that's what I love most. I thought I put out 4 projects worth of music before November. I thought I was ready 4 times. Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, no, okay. And when I finally got to November, it was Oh yeah.
Now you're ready.
Oh yeah. Okay. And then
Yeah.
Chasing Summer, because I knew that there was going to be no rush.
You knew the
into
caliber
it.
now, so it's like,
Yeah,
all right, cool,
exactly.
take your
Yeah,
time
we
and just
took our
build
time.
it.
We didn't even put our heads up until we already had it.
Yeah.
And then we took the music and started to like just piece the idea together. And that's when I started layering in all the like in betweens and my interludes and things like that. And it's always easier that way. Well, I know that now, you know, in hindsight. But it's easier that way to have everything that you can like just piece and put together like a puzzle. You know what I mean?
Of course.
But just comes from, you know, me seeing other artists develop their art instead of just making songs. We don't do that. You know what I mean?
But
we
you
try to make
can
the best
tell
stuff.
that they care about you guys from just the press rollouts and music videos and stuff. Everything's done to the best kind of quality. So it's,
and it's
you don't need to rush it.
It's because it's family, man. From top on down, and shout out to Top, man. He's very hands on. He's very vocal. You know what I mean? And he's honest. You know, he's not, you know, he's not brutal, you know, but he will tell you like it is, and he'll make sure that you get it and make sure that, you know, we're on the same page once we've had these conversations, so we don't have to have the conversations again, more than once. You know what I mean? So, man, shout out to the big homie, man. He's always taking care of me, man. I love him to death, and I'm just happy to be a part of such a beautiful organization and such a beautiful family. You know?
I do want to go back to UK collaborations and stuff. So you've got something new with Etta Bond. You got Make It Out Alive with Neo. You've got One in Rotation and Phases with Little Sims. And I feel like not enough people ask you about that song and all the collaboration with Little Sims. And I'm a huge Little Sims fan. So I do want to talk about how you guys got in the studio. Or
man,
how you guys
shout out to Simbi, man. Her birthday was like 2 days ago, man.
Yeah.
Nah, so I opened up for Sims. I forget the name of the venue. It's like it's on La Brea in Los Angeles. But it was a tiny little spot. It's like a 300 cap venue. She sold it the fuck out, and excuse my language again, but she sold it out, and that was our first time meeting. And she said she found me on SoundCloud. This is before I signed to TDE. And man, she's just like a real musician. She's calling out songs that I'd have never thought she'd listen to in her life. She's like, "You gonna perform this tonight?" I was like,
"Did I accent?
No, oh yeah." I tried just a little. No, but she was asking me about songs that I just never really thought to perform, and just like, it was an honor to meet somebody that was that into the music, but also that talented on her own. And she's just been evolving so much, so quickly.
It's true.
It's lovely to see, man. And just to see her act too. Oh
I know, it's crazy.
Gosh, man. I love Simbi.
She's out here doing it.
She is really doing it big, man. So big ups to Simbi, man.
Well, Sims, Neo, and Etta Bond have all done a Represent takeover. So I'd like to see one day when you come back to London for you to do Represent takeover.
No question.
That'll be lit.
That's easy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. What other UK artists have you got your eyes on?
Oh man, I'm trying to get in with Stormzy, man. Me and him have been talking. Yeah, I think that'll be dope, man. His cool. Last project, oh my God, Heavy as the Head. That shit is crazy.
It's good.
He's finally getting the recognition that he deserves. You know what I mean? And everybody, he was already like the king. Everybody knew that.
Yeah.
But now it's like the world sees it. You know what I mean?
Does he get played a lot in the States though?
No, not yet. But it's coming. You know what I mean? It takes time. America's the slowest because we're so self-contained. Sure. You know what I mean? That's another thing. I was talking about this earlier, how, you know, America, we evolve so rapidly, but it's a gift and a curse because, you know, we're so closed in that we lose sight of everything else that's going on in the world, but we're also forward thinking and we're always trying to one up our
Everyone's trying to catch up to you guys so that you guys have the liberty to stay where you are.
True, but we're still losing sight of everything else, which is a bad thing. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like Black people in America, how we don't know where we're from. And you know what I mean? Where our disconnect comes from just, you know, what we've been fed and what we've been taught and what is on the television and the radio and things like that. You know, and if more Black people were aware of who they are and where they were from, I think that would connect the world so much more. But nobody wants that. They don't want Black people to know what's really good. They don't want people to know that there's 200 million Nigerians. You know what I mean?
It's the truth.
So I just learned that fact yesterday, which is crazy to think about. There's 300 million people in America. There are 200 million people in Nigeria.
That's crazy.
All Black, all Nigerian. You know what I mean? So just food for thought.
You got to find your roots, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It's true.
For sure.
Have you ever heard of an artist called Coach Radical?
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
you have that. I think you and Koji would do something great.
That would be crazy. Yeah,
I
fuck with Skepta too. I think that would be crazy. Yeah. Oh yeah, that'd be crazy. But I'll take my time, man. I feel like those type of relationships and songs and that type of music, it's gonna, when it happens, it's gonna be right. Yeah, exactly. So I wouldn't rush it.
I did see an interview where you said like you don't like the idea of being slept on because you feel like people will come around and see it when they're ready to see it anyway.
Exactly.
If the music's timeless.
Exactly. And that's what's important, is making timeless music. You shouldn't think about making what's hot now or making what you think, will get more attention, immediately.
Of course.
You should make things that are true, honest, you know what I mean? And just, I don't know, man. I think I'm a musical alchemist. I feel like you got to know the formula. I got my formula. I know what I need to do.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they probably know now, but like I engineer on my own stuff still. I cut my own vocals. I mixed Chasing Summer myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm very hands-on. So I feel like all I really have to do is be patient, be consistent, you know what I mean, and just be thorough. So I'm not in a rush to do anything with music. I just let it come. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's good. Going on to Chasing Summer. So the first song is Hair Down with Kendrick Lamar.
Yep.
I think other than that being a banger, I think everyone actually, I don't know, do you think in general that people actually realise what you're talking about in that song as well, other than it being a really dope song?
I think they get it now.
Yeah?
I think when they first heard it, they were like, oh, this is nice. But then when you really hear it, it's like, I'm just trying to be myself. That's the whole concept. I'm just trying to be myself. You know what I mean? And that's something that I'll stand on that until the end of my days. Like I've never wanted to conform to anything or anybody, even with the music industry. I'd rather not be in it if I got to be somebody if I got to be fake, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think Hair Down that was for me. A lot of the music on Chasing Summer, I wasn't thinking about writing cool songs. No. And I think that's why I connect so much more with people, is because I was being honest with myself.
Yeah.
And I definitely I wasn't trying to make cool stuff. I was trying to get some shit off my chest. You know what I mean? And
honesty is the best policy, man. And that's exactly how it does relate to people, because once you're honest with yourself, then you find that everything else kind of connects.
Exactly.
It's the truth. But mixing your own stuff, does that mean then you can't find a favorite? Or does that mean you still have a favorite?
You know what? My favorite kept changing. So just being hands-on with the mixes makes it just helps with cohesion. That's all. But as far as like finding my favorite, I have to switch hats when I'm mixing anyway, so I'm not even really listening for the song or the beat. Oh yeah, I'm listening for mistakes. Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to make it as crispy as possible. But I stepped away from Chasing Summer for a few months and didn't listen to any of the music before we started touring. Yeah. And then when I started rehearsing, I checked the album out again and just listened through, and it went from Hair Down being my favorite to John Redcorn to being my favorite to You Can't Save Me, and
that's my favorite.
Oh, You Can't Save Me.
Listen, I'll be wherever I am, and as soon as that comes on, I'm singing from the top of my lungs.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'm trying to hit every note, even though I can't hit any. But that's my favorite, hands down.
Thank you very much.
It's amazing.
Thank you. It's actually quite a sad song.
It's really amazingly sad.
Yes, so
but it
sad.
hits you different.
Oh man, it does. Listen, man.
The stuff I've been going through this last couple of months, and I'll be listening to that. I'll be crying and listening.
I'm sorry.
Like I'm actually trying to catch it every night, but that's how it gets you feeling.
Oh, that's real. That's
how
real.
It gets you feeling. What does the crowd go crazy for the most?
Ooh, man, La Lisa went crazy yesterday.
Did it?
La Lisa went crazy yesterday, and then we did West Side Boy, which is an old gym. But I think everyone's favorite is still gonna be The Evils, man. Yeah. I turned that thing on. I lighted Jay on stage, and everybody goes nuts.
I was just gassed that it was in Jamaica anyway. I'm Jamaican, so when I was like, boy,
that's love.
That's lit. But yeah, I love that song so much.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Billy Boyle and his team, man. Rest in peace to Billy Boyle. But oh my gosh, what's funny about that song? I haven't made anything on that song. It's still being held up because of the sample. There's like two different people that say that they own the sample, and they're fighting over like who really owns the sample or how much, who owns what percentage and stuff. So, that's like the gift that never gave but keeps on giving.
That's so Jamaican.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
That's so Jamaican. That's my thing.
Exactly. No, man. Yeah, right.
But I feel like you have a concept with time and place when it comes to your albums.
I do.
So you have Chasing Summers, you got November, and then 7 Sundays.
Yeah.
What is this?
Oh man, I'm creating these albums based on how I feel at the moment and at the present time. So these are based around my life. Like I said, I make the best music when I'm being honest, and I usually just pull from what I see or what I've touched recently, you know what I mean? So I think everything is based on time, you know what I mean? The past is gone, the present is a gift, and the future is on its way. So I'm always paying attention to what's going on around me and how I'm what direction I'm moving in, you know what I mean? And Chasing Summer was like, ooh, it was tough to write because I was being honest about where I was.
Yeah.
And when I heard where I was like, you know, but everybody around me was like, yo, this stuff is good stuff. And it just made me really kind of like, I've shifted gears since then. And I had to reset, you know what I mean?
But I'm sure it makes you grateful that you just put it down, so that time is like it's there, but it's
very therapeutic,
you know,
very therapeutic. And I'm always moving forward, but I like to like use my albums as like timestamps for sure. You know what I mean? It just shows where I was at the current time and, you know, kind of where I want to be. You know what I mean? I don't blame myself for anything in the past, but I always like to be honest about what I've seen and what I've done. So yeah.
Let's talk about your music video for Mood.
Yeah.
Now, you're a bad guy.
Yes.
Am I saying his name right? Zachary?
Yes.
Zakari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Zach.
Okay, we're gonna say Zach. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Zach's the good guy.
He is.
And you got an army of females. Mm-hmm. Who thought of this idea? And where was it shot?
Oh, it was shot in California. It was like close to Malibu. It's like in the hills. But King Mez, shout out to my boy. He's the one that directed the video and came up with the concept.
It's amazing.
We're both Tarantino fans, so we tried to pull some like Tarantino jokes.
Do you know what I mean?
Off.
When I saw it, I was like, this is so Tarantino.
For sure, man. And we're going to shoot some more. And I think like with anything, I'm trying to be as cinematic as possible when we shoot the videos. And I think with the music, where we tell a lot of stories, so it's easy to connect those kind of dots if we're really paying close attention to what, you know, is going on, close attention to detail. But yeah, King, I can't take any credit for that. King Mez did that. He's such a genius, man. Such a genius. Shout out to my boy.
Okay, so we're gonna play a game.
All right, let's get it. Go. Yeah, I like games.
We have a game that's about UK slang. Okay. Are you good? You know any UK slang? In it? That ain't a slang. Is it slang? It's just bad language. Like, what is slang? Yeah. Okay, fair enough. So these ones are like, it's just normal words for me, I feel like. We'll start off easy.
Okay. Well,
and then you have to basically
tell you what it means?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And if you get stuck, I have to give you a clue, even though I don't really want to.
Okay.
But tell us what painting means.
Painting?
Yeah.
No clue.
I thought that's the easy one. Painting. Drake says it all the time, so I thought everyone knows it.
Oh man, I'm from Cali, man. I don't talk like Drake. No, shout out to Drake. But
so I'll give you an example of the word in a sentence.
Yeah.
I saw that painting on a dating app. What is it?
So is it like a plastic?
No.
You know what a plastic is, right?
No, what's a plastic?
A plastic?
What, like a girl with like mad boobs and stuff?
Yeah, plastic is like she's like...
Yeah, like Mean Girls.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's not that.
Okay, what's a painting?
A painting is just like a good-looking person.
Oh.
Like, yeah.
Oh, work of art, basically.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay, what's a blem?
Damn, y'all. Nah, you're just gonna be teaching me slang because I don't know what's a blem. You tell me. Or use it.
I'll give you the example.
Okay.
Gonna go to the shop and get a blem.
A blunt? Is that what is that? Some papers
You're
or what?
Close.
Okay, what is it?
It's a cigarette.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh man, there's so many different names for
blem,
cigarettes.
Yeah.
A blem?
Yeah, I've never used that word in my life, but blem is a blem. What's chapsin?
Man, I'm such an ignorant, stupid American. Now you're gonna hear my American accent come out.
What do you reckon chapsin is?
All right, use it you're gonna have to use all of these in a sentence. So you might as well just start with the sentence.
Okay, I didn't enjoy the party because there was enough guys chapsin.
Ooh. Dang. I'm stumped. Nothing. I have nothing.
Chapsin means like chatting up.
Oh, like cupcaking, or they're trying to like.
I don't even know what cupcaking is.
Oh, you don't know what cupcaking is?
No, what's that?
Like cupcaking is like you got your girl with you and you like you.
Oh
on your
no,
girl.
no. Chirpsing is like, oh, can I get your number?
Yeah. So macking basically.
Yeah.
That's
so
too many
LA,
dudes out there macking. Yeah.
All right, bait.
Oh man, that one's depending on use it in a sentence.
Okay.
I should be able to figure that one out. Hopefully.
Reprezent Radio is not a bait station.
Oh, like basic, like it's not basic, basically.
No.
What is it?
It's not like major. So it's
Oh.
bait is quiet.
Ah.
No, bait is the opposite to quiet. So like loud. Like that guy knows loads of people, so he's bait.
Got you.
This is hard for you, isn't it? All right, so allow it. What's about the term allow it?
Come on, man.
You got to get some out.
No, I'm not gonna get any of them, man.
Well, SiR's new tracks are gonna have all of these songs,
yeah,
these words
of course,
in it.
Yeah. No, you gotta send me this list too. Yes, I want this list in my life for sure.
Allow it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll use the sentence. Allow it. I don't like how you're moving.
Oh, so that's the sentence. Allow it.
Allow it. I don't like how you're moving.
Oh, it's like
allow it.
That's like
or allow it, man.
I guess that's like. It's
like
cool.
leave it,
Yeah.
Like,
Leave it alone. Okay.
Okay. Peak.
Such an American.
Oh, this is so cute.
Yeah. Damn.
Don't worry, it's fine.
I'm losing.
This is so cute. Peak.
Thanks for your vote of confidence back there.
Okay. The weather in London right now is peak.
Bad.
Someone said in the back.
What?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. Bad. I got that one. Dang.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mazza. What about Mazza?
Never heard that in my life.
Went out last night and had a Mazza.
Had a great time.
Yeah, it could be.
Okay.
It depends how you use it.
How would you describe it?
If I had a Mazza, then it probably means I got into a fight.
Really?
Or something. Yeah.
Then I was wrong as hell.
I got into a Mazza.
Okay, well let's switch it up. Let me do some from
Go on
America.
then.
Say less.
Say less is like that's it. You don't need too much.
Okay, good. Okay, the gerb.
Huh?
The gerb.
What?
Yeah.
The gerb.
Yeah, so I woke up, I threw on my gerbs. I got in the car, we drove down the gerb to go pick up a gerb.
That's anything.
Yeah.
That's
basically.
like John.
Exactly. It's like the John. Yeah, exactly. Me and my homeboys went to the John to get some Johns, and we rolled up the John and sparked the John, and yeah. So that's the gerb for
let's
sure.
Let's do one more. Koch. Man, them go to the barbershop just the koch. I knew this one was gonna be hard. That's why I said it.
Sheesh.
Koch is just like to chill.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
So like you're koching.
Yeah, I'm chilling. Okay.
Yeah,
all right, that one's cool. I like that one.
Yeah. All right. Well, sir, your US leg of the tour is gonna start in April.
Yes.
What do you do between that time? You got a month off, innit?
I'm resting, man. I tore my Achilles, so I need to go home and get an MRI and really see what's going on. It's not. It can't be as bad as I've been, thinking it is, because I'm
you got
able
to
put.
walking
Yeah,
on
exactly.
It,
but I'm putting pressure on it already, and moving it around, staying stretching and stuff like that. But I'm gonna rest, and just gather my thoughts. We gotta write, so I have to start getting in the studio every day.
Okay.
I've been like slow on that. You know what I mean? I'm really I'm the type of cat, when I'm in the studio, I want 2-3 months where I can just go to the studio 4 or 5 times a week and really get at it. So a lot of writing, a lot of meditating, a lot of like slowing down, a lot of weed smoke, and just chilling out. Yeah. So for the next few months, we'll be chilling. I think my first show is in Houston in March, and then after that, I have another month break. And
LA's last.
LA's last.
Always. I see why.
Always. Yep.
Other than that, what's coming up next? Just gonna be in the studio.
Just the studio, yeah. I can't even think of anything, man. I'm a homebody anyway. When I'm in LA, I'm chilling. I ain't going nowhere.
Just make that track with Tiffany, and then
yeah. Okay, yeah, that's easy. Yeah? I got you. Yeah.
Well, thank you
now
so much.
Now we're gonna do tracks though. I'm trying to do Tiffany whole next album.
Yeah, I'm lit.
Yeah,
that's lit.
I got you.
Thank you so much for having a chat with us.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a pleasure.
Pleasure was all mine.
Reprezent Radio.
Yep.
SiR.